They walked into the streets dressed in white and disappeared into silence. It began on an October morning in 1967. The people of Asaba woke to a strange kind of stillness, the kind that hides something unseen. The war had drawn close, but on that morning, hope felt stronger than fear. Families stepped out from their homes, dressed in white, carrying cloths that fluttered softly in the wind, symbols of peace, unity, and faith that tomorrow might finally be kind. Children laughed, mothers smiled, fathers raised their hands high. The people believed that by showing peace, they could invite peace back. But somewhere beyond the edge of town, a low rumble began to grow, a deep sound rolling closer and closer, like thunder that refused to fade. The laughter faded. The singing stopped. Heads turned toward the sound and hearts began to race. The air grew heavy, thick with something that didn't belong. For a few seconds, Asaba held its breath. Then, chaos erupted. Panic filled the streets. People ran in every direction, clutching loved ones, calling out names through clouds of dust. The songs of unity turned to cries of confusion. In the distance, smoke rose over the rooftops, and the sun dimmed behind it. What began as a day of peace quickly became a nightmare that the town would never forget. When night came, the streets lay silent, covered in a heavy stillness that felt alive. Doors hung open, lamps flickered weakly, and the white garments that once symbolized hope now lay scattered in the dirt. The town that once sang of peace had fallen into a silence so deep, even the wind seemed afraid to speak. Days passed. Survivors searched through what remained, calling out for the missing. Some swore they could still hear faint songs in the distance, soft voices humming tunes that once promised peace. Others said the air carried whispers that made the hair on their necks rise. Years turned to decades, but the memory never left. The people of Asaba still speak of that day with trembling voices. Some say that if you walk those streets at night, you can feel the weight of it. The air colder, the silence thicker, as if the town itself remembers. The Asaba Massacre remains one of the darkest and most haunting stories in Nigeria's history. A tragedy born from hope, a peace turned to ashes. It reminds us that even when the world moves on, the past does not rest. It lingers, waiting, whispering through time. If you believe stories like this should never fade away, subscribe so you to miss the next time we bring Africa as forgotten shadows back to light. And if you want the next dark history that will leave you wondering what's real and what's not, comment 100 below.